My mind whirled as we drove to Bruce's house. I didn't know anything about the man. Had he lived alone? What if we surprised someone there? Someone with a gun. I reached over and clutched Jack's hand. Tell me Bruce lived alone. As far as I know, he never mentioned anyone. He gave my hand a squeeze. What if the guard calls the police? I doubt he knows who we are. He might have seen our faces. He can give a description. He'll know he saw a man and a woman. He saw us from the back, Angel. Relax, it'll be all right. One more squeeze of my hand, and he let go. If we see any sign of someone at the house, we'll drive on by. Okay. I felt marginally better. Jack was right. The guard had only seen our backs. Bruce had lived in a small red brick house in what had once been a nice neighborhood. Now lawns held weeds, roofs needed repair, and cracked sidewalks stretched on one side of the road. His house showed a bit of pride with flowers in pots on the postage stamp front porch. Thankfully, no crime scene tape fluttered from the railing. No car sat in the carport. Jack parked a few houses down the street. Take off the beanie. We're a couple taking a nighttime stroll. On the sidewalk, he tucked my hand in the crook of his arm. I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy the feel of his muscles. When we reached Bruce's yard, Jack quickly tugged me behind a juniper bush. Then, when no one cried an alarm, we made a dash for the backyard. The gate squeaked as we opened it, freezing us in our tracks. After a tense second or two, we continued. What if everything is all locked up? I whispered. Then we made the trip for nothing. He stood a few feet from the house and studied the windows. These don't look locked. Bruce must have been a trusting man. He opened a window to a small dining room. I'll boost you up. I'm having second thoughts. I glanced at the neighboring houses. Lights shone in their windows. It isn't late enough for breaking and entering. The longer we stand out here, the greater the chance of someone seeing us. Good point. I moved to the window. With one lift, I found myself sitting on the sill, then standing on a floor covered with worn linoleum. A cat meowed and rubbed against my legs. Jack, there's a cat. Oh, please let someone have been feeding the poor thing. I made my way to the kitchen as Jack climbed through the window. My heart settled to see self-feeding food and water dishes. Why hadn't someone come for the poor thing? Did the neighbors know Bruce owned a cat? I'd have to find a way of letting Murphy know without him knowing we were inside the house. I roamed through the house, the light of the moon guiding me. 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, maybe 1,000 square feet. Bruce hadn't been gone long, but already the house seemed sad to not have its owner. I paused in the doorway of the room he used as a home office. On a small table sat a vintage typewriter. A laptop lay closed on the desk, a printer set off to the side. I pulled a sheet of paper from it, rolled it into the typewriter, and typed my name. Same font as the letters we'd found in Johnson's office. Bruce found out about Johnson's dirty deeds, I told Jack when he joined me. The odds of someone else having an old typewriter aren't great. No, they aren't. He pulled the paper from the typewriter and shoved it into his pocket. We need to find a way of telling Murphy without ending up behind bars. That task seems more impossible with each minute. Can we go now? Absolutely. Jack took the time to fill the cat's food and water to the very top before helping me out the window. I really wanted to bring the fluffy pet with me. Leaving it behind seemed wrong somehow, but taking it would be theft, and I had enough on my head. Want to go to church with me and Ida on Sunday?